Mostly liberal.
This isn't you.
Probably depends on how much Nicorette he's chewed.
Yeah, I know.
From Fox News, the immensely entertaining Tucker Carlson is on the line.
Not only from Fox News, but also one of the hottest websites that's going right now, the Daily Caller. Is that what it's called, Tuck?
That is what it's called. And, you know, you mentioned it last week, and we were overwhelmed with members of the Bubba Army.
Yeah.
Bubba privates, corporals, literally up to the level of field marshal.
Well, we got the highest level that a listener can be is a captain. Isn't that right, Brandon?
Yes.
Yeah, you can be a captain. And I'm a 6-star general. Did you know that?
Holy smokes! Where'd you get the extra stars?
Well, last time I checked, it's the army of Bubba, my friend. I make the rules, and see, there's a spattering of 4-star generals in my army, and there's no 5 stars because 5 stars will be able to take a 6-star down if you got uppity. So I don't want anybody within a rank of me.
You always got to be thinking about the coup.
Exactly.
I think that's really wise.
I have a coup-free government with my deal, and if you want to start cooing around here, man, I can get rid of you real fast, buddy. You think you're a little too special
well,
around here.
Just like
I know
Stalin.
one thing. You command a highly energetic and committed army. I mean, you mentioned it. Our tech guy came to me last week, and he's like, we're overwhelmed with messages from people saying they're members of the Bubba Army.
You're like, yeah, what about it?
You're like, yeah, that's good.
It's the most powerful army in the continental United States.
It's a very silent but white trash deadly army. It'll get you, my friend. I'll tell you that right now. It'll get you. It's like almost like a cavity. It'll creep up on you. Next thing you know, it's got you. You know what I'm saying?
They're not that sound in our state. Actually, it's been wonderful. It's been great. We've had a ton of Bubba Army members come to the site. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, truly, we have.
Let me ask you a question, man. What do you think?
Yeah.
I've caught a ton of heat over my comments about Haiti. I haven't been regrouping, but I've had to try to explain my comments. And my comments were, I said F Haiti.
Yeah.
Our country is in shambles right now. Why are we helping, these people out when we got, 10% unemployment line, just the whole plethora of problems we have here. And I've just called. You would think that I would have said, kill all babies.
That's a shame because I think. I don't think F Haiti. That's not my attitude, but I think it's.
Of course not. Hang me out. You can hang me out to dry all you want. Sure, that's no problem.
No. But I'm actually kind of on your side. I mean, or at least let me say this: I think it's necessary to have the conversation in public without crying or screaming or calling people names. What is our obligation to foreign countries when they get in trouble? And maybe Haiti is our responsibility. That's the way the president has acted. Maybe it's not, but I think it's certainly fair to ask that question. Definitely. But you're not allowed to because you're heartless or
you're a racist
or whatever if you even bring that question up.
Well, and then I've been doing some stuff for Hogan, right? I do some stuff for Hogan's new TNA wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And just been doing some reporting, just whatever, right? And there's black girl that's her name's Awesome Kong. And
what's her name?
Awesome Kong, as in King Kong.
That is too cool. What a great name.
Yeah, she's a wonderful individual, and she's about 5'7", 310 pounds.
Wow.
And she supposedly she's really big on this Haiti fundraiser kind of deal.
Yeah.
And so she proceeds to find me. I'm in the middle of doing a pre-tape in this little dark hallway kind of area, and she comes up and sucker punches me in the mouth 3 times.
She literally hit you?
Hit me 3 times in the mouth. Yes.
Oh, I'm not for that at all. I mean, because here's the rules.
She was Braveheart. She was screaming, Haiti, Haiti, and I'm like, at first I'm like, is somebody putting a joke on me? What's going on here? And then I quickly realized that this beast has got heat with me, and I had to try, and of course, so now I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm getting not pummeled, but I'm getting hit by a 300-pound woman, and I'm trying to just keep her at bay because, I don't want to be that guy who hits a girl, and I got all this stuff running through my head. Okay, do I blast her and keep her off me? Or do I just, try to cover up and keep her at bay? I covered up and kept her at bay, and they pulled her off of, But, can you imagine? There's no winning if I would have hit her, is there?
No, none. You're kidding, you go to jail. And I'll tell you why. This is why I never leave home. I don't go to the 7-Eleven for a pack of cigarettes and a gallon of milk without bringing my taser with me.
But you got armed.
I mean, did you leave home without a taser? Maybe that's the lesson.
Well, not only that, but Tucker, I can't. You got armed guards, and you're the heir. You're the heir of the Swanson fortune.
I don't move except in a motorcade with security personnel and an ambulance.
Yeah, well, I was by myself, just walking through this one particular hallway, and she was lurking, and she just literally blasted me in the head. in the cheek 3 times, and then and I didn't get hurt. I'm fine. I'm not.
Where were your bodyguards at this point?
I don't have bodyguards, please. Come on. Anyway, it's just all because she feels a certain way about. She disagrees with me about Haiti, and so she's going to now resort to 8th grade physical violence, kick my ass, knowing that I can't do anything back. I can't fight back. I can't do nothing.
There's literally nothing you can do. She should not do. I mean, that's outrageous. What? Because you said that we were sending too much aid to Haiti?
No,
she hit you over that?
Because
a moron.
I said F Haiti. Why are we helping people in Haiti when our country is in shambles? And
that's a great question. I don't really know the answer to it. Because we're good people, I guess. That's the answer.
Maybe because we're suckers. Maybe because we're suckers.
And we were just discussing this, Tucker. What are your thoughts on this? Once we start something in Haiti, it turns into rebuilding. It turns into nation building.
Yeah, it just doesn't turn into repairing.
The problem I have with it is sending the U.S. military. I mean, I think America's. I know is the most generous country, not simply in the world, but in the history of the world. I mean, this is really a nice country where people care and their hearts are easily broken, and they spend money on people they've never met. I mean, it's just such a charitable, decent country, and I love that. I love the fact that, like, the second a natural disaster happens, people open their wallets and send money and help and get on planes to go rebuild it. Wonderful. The line is when you start sending U.S. soldiers into a place where there's no war. And so their mission is pretty unclear. It's not to shoot looters. It's to what? I guess provide security for NGOs to bring in, diapers and water and food.
I mean, what are they doing there?
That's kind of what they're doing there. And I'm sure they're doing a great job. The U.S. military always does a great job, but I think that's a poor use of the U.S. military. It just is not. It's not what they should be doing.
Well, and also you got to think of the Haitian people. All they see is U.S. military with a bunch of guns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the opinion of the Haitian people really has any effect one way or another on our national security. But the point is, the military should be used to protect our national security interests.
But anytime we go into a country, we generally occupy it.
Yeah, I mean, what's next? Okay, we're building your your mud hut back and giving you a couple bottles of water. Now we're going to have to rebuild your embassy and your police station. Oh, by the way, you need to do an airport. No big deal. Might as well keep the boys down here too. I mean, it's never ending. You know that.
It is never ending. I think we're probably doing a lot of good. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The problem is that these things get out of hand.
Quickly.
Or can get out of hand unexpectedly and pretty quickly. I mean, look at Somalia. That was a humanitarian mission there, and it turned into Black Hawk Down. So I'm not saying it's going to happen in Haiti. I doubt it will.
It
could. And the idea that you jump headfirst into this stuff without even acknowledging the risks that this actually it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, I'm sure Brent said this morning, a former Marine, can vouch for this. You send the Marines in, I don't know. I mean, who knows what could happen?
No, I was in the Marines during Somalia, and I disagreed with Somalia at the time.
Yeah,
I was like, this is not something that we should be doing. And the officers agreed that the pilots didn't want to go to Somalia. They didn't know what they were doing there or what they're supposed to be doing.
Right, and then a lot of them died.
Switching gears a little bit, tell me about your spin on the special election they had in Massachusetts. I think it's the Republican Scott Brown. He's going to fill Ted Deadass Kennedy's seat. Now, obviously a long-time Democrat. That seat been, almost a lot.
47 years.
Yeah, for the Democrats. Now doesn't give the Democratic led Senate, that much of a stranglehold. And does that basically show that, is that the beginning of the end of Obama's health care?
I think it's the end. Yeah, I think it's absolutely the end. I mean, it's kind of hard to see either. There are only really two options. Either the Senate, passes this, the House and Senate get this through before Scott Brown shows up, which is a pretty over-the-top thing to do. I don't think they'll do it. I think they risk a revolt if they do that, and so they won't. Or the White House somehow convinces moderate liberal Republicans to vote with the Democrats on this, and that doesn't seem very likely either. So, no. I think that the White House is screwed here. I think Obama's domestic program has just collapsed because voters didn't like it. People don't want Obama's health care reform. I mean, how loud do you have to say it? They don't hate Obama. They're not racist. They like Obama. He's a good guy. But his health care plan is crazy, and people don't like it.
Can you do me a favor, man? Because, I have ADD, and I'm just stupid. And, I can tell you, again, I'm not stupid, but I only like what I like. And so can you give me the Tucker Carlson's talking to a bunch of third graders and explain to me what is the Obama health care reform? What is it?
Here's why they don't like it. It costs $1 trillion. It will not